everyone, welcome and welcome back to the Missy Money channel. I'm Missy and I'm a mom of 3 and the owner of Missy Money, a small business that specializes in minimal and aesthetic cash stuffing essentials to help inspire and motivate you on your personal finance journey. Today I'm going to be unstuffing from my second pay period of May, and then I'm going to be cash stuffing my 3rd May paycheck and also contributing to savings challenges. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start by unstuffing my wallet. These are the funds that I have left over from my second pay period of May, and I'm going to go ahead and either roll them over to the next pay period, or I'll unstuff them and use them to contribute to savings challenges, and it'll kind of depend on the category. So for groceries, I typically always unstuff anything left over at the end of the week for groceries, because I stuff a pretty decent amount in groceries every single week. Food delivery, yet again, is empty. Gas, I'm going to roll over. I typically only fill up for gas every other week, and so if I haven't spent it, I'll usually go ahead and roll that over. Entertainment, I'm going to unstuff. Shopping, I'm also going to unstuff. Kids, I spent everything this week. Miscellaneous, let's see how much I have. I'll go ahead and roll that over to the next week. And then again, spent, because I'm not at the end of the month, I'm going to go ahead and keep anything that is in spent within the spent folder. Spent just represents any of the credit card transactions that I've made over the course of the month. And at the end of the month, I will unstuff my spent and pay off my credit card. But since we're not at the end of the month yet, I'm going to go ahead and keep those funds in there. So the first thing I do with any pay period, I'm just going to go ahead and set this aside for now, because I'll do savings challenge contributions at the end of the video. But the first thing I do with any pay period is I start with a pay period paycheck breakdown and cash planning sheet, which helps me plan out how I'm going to contribute my paycheck for all of my budget categories. So today is my payday, May 10th, and this pay period will run from May 10th to May 16th, which is the day before my next paycheck. This paycheck, because I'm a weekly paid employee, I typically get 4 paychecks over the course of the month. So this paycheck represents 25% of my monthly planned income. So all of my categories are getting 25% of my monthly goals that I allocated at the beginning of the month. So you can see, and I've got a specific video for this, where you can see if you wanted to see how I did my monthly planning for my income, bills, debts, variable expenses, sinking funds, saving and investment categories. You can go ahead and see how I mapped that out. No matter your pay frequency, I always suggest starting with monthly goals, because most of our bill and debts are cycled around a monthly cadence. And so we need to plan our monthly income against those monthly obligations to make sure that we're planning appropriately and giving every dollar a purpose. So I use those monthly goals as sort of a guideline, a roadmap for all of my paychecks. And so I have broken out my paycheck to contribute 25% of my monthly goals against all of my budget categories. Now, there are some categories that I keep in the bank. My bills, debts, and then my investments stay in the bank when I am paid. And then I will take cash out for my wallet, which is my variable expenses, and then also my binders envelopes, which is my sinking fund contributions. Again, as is my norm, I don't plan for savings challenge contributions within my paychecks, because I use leftover cash from my variable expenses as my primary source of contributions to savings challenges. But if you have leftover funds after you allocate to all of your other budget categories and you want to plan to contribute for savings challenges within your paycheck, you can absolutely do that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this to the side so I can reference it as I'm cash stuffing. And I actually already went to the bank, so I have my cash ready to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my cash tray here. And then I will start stuffing. more slap back. Okay, so I am all set. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by cash stuffing my wallet. So again, these are my variable expense categories. My wallet is what I carry around with me on a daily basis. So these are the categories that I anticipate that I'm gonna need to get my funds from on almost a daily basis, but definitely more than once during the week. So I'm gonna stuff $200 for groceries. Food delivery, I'm gonna stuff $150. Gas, I'm going to go ahead and stuff $20. I've got the $20 from last pay period that I rolled over, and I probably will need to fill up this week, so I'll probably be using all of that. Entertainment, I'll stuff $30. Shopping, I'm going to stuff $40. Kids, I will be stuffing $60. Kids for me is just a catch-all category for anything that they might need. Activities, that kind of thing. And then miscellaneous, I do have the $20 that I rolled over, and I'm gonna stuff an additional $50, so that'll give me $70 in miscellaneous. And again, I'll just keep spent as is for now. Next, I'm gonna stuff my sinking fund categories. So first sinking fund category is vacation. If you see my other videos, you know that I've just started to save up for Disney vacation, potentially Disney cruise. So super excited about that, but definitely I'm gonna need to save up for a little bit longer. Next is health and medical. So that is getting $25 for this paycheck. All right, and that gives us 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 155, 160, 165 in health and medical. Still have a good amount left against our deductibles, so I want to keep saving for that. Insurance premiums is getting 15. Our health insurance is taken out of my paycheck with my full-time job, so this is just for our car insurance, which is paid on a biannual basis, and so I think the bill is coming due for this either this month or next. So 50, 100, 150, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85. So I've got $285 ready to go for that car insurance payment. Home maintenance is getting $25. So I've now got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55. And home maintenance. Car maintenance, I got an oil change this last week, so this is now empty, so I'm going to contribute 10 to car maintenance and start saving back up for that. Holidays is getting $40. If you have an older car, you might want to contribute more to car maintenance. We have relatively new cars, so we're not anticipating any significant issues with them. So holidays is getting 40, so that brings us to 100, 150, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40. Self-care is getting 20. That brings self-care to 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72. Pet care is getting 25. Again, we have older pups, and so they're on special food and medications, and we tend to contribute probably more than the average family on pet care. So we have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49 in pet care. Events is getting $10. So that brings us to $10, $20, $30 for events. Probably need to start cash stuffing more into events because we want to get to a college football game this year. Donations, I used the balance of donations this past week. And so I'm going to put $10 in there. Clothing is getting $25. I also made a withdrawal from our clothing sinking fund this past week, getting the kids some new swimsuits for the season. So that's 20, 25, 26, 27, 28 now in clothing. Kids activities is getting 60. So that now has 50, 100, 150, 160, 170, 180, 185, 186, 187 in kids activities. Gifts I also used this past week. Remy's birthday is coming up, and so I ordered her a gift. So that's what I used that for. So $20 left in gifts, and then school is getting $10. So school now has 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. One question I did see pop up either in messages or in the comments was, why don't I have an emergency sinking fund or a 1 month ahead sinking fund, which are pretty common sinking funds? The answer to that is I used to. I've been on the system for a while, and so I hit my overall goal for our emergency fund and for the 1 month ahead. We're actually a couple months ahead now. So because I hit those, they're fully funded, I took them out of my sinking funds binder. Some people, when they hit a fully funded goal, keep their envelope within their sinking fund binder and then just use a fully funded placeholder. You can do that as well, but I tend to just keep it out, take it out of the binder so that there's room in the binder. So that is the cash stuffing portion for this week, for the third paycheck of May. Next, I'm going to move on to savings challenge contributions. So let's see what we've got left over for savings challenges. All has to face the same way because I'm OCD like that. Okay, we've got 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, $69 for savings challenges. So as usual, I'm going to go ahead and start with the 52-week savings challenge. I've been contributing to this challenge from the beginning of the calendar year, but if you want to start it, you can start it during any week. So the idea of this challenge is to just contribute the amount of cash to the week that you're in. So I am in week 19 of this challenge, so I'm going to go ahead and find envelope number 19. And then let's see if I've got $19. I do. If I hadn't had $19 exactly, I would have probably just pulled a 20 and rounded up for envelope 19, but I have $19 ready to go for that. So I'm going to go ahead and mark in 19 on my tracker. All right. And that is this week's contribution to the 52-week challenge. I love how quickly that one adds up, and it feels so easy. It almost feels like a throwaway challenge because it's not a lot of money every single week, but it adds up by the end of it, which is why I love that challenge. And then the next challenge that I'm going to move my binder, I don't need it anymore. Get it out of the way. Next challenge I'm going to contribute to is the 12-month savings challenge. You all know that this is a bread and butter challenge for me. I love this challenge. Just an easy one to contribute, and it's super fun because the symbols on trackers on each month, I feel like, just keep things really fresh. So I already had that money in the savings challenge, so my new contribution is going to be $50 this week, which is awesome. So I'm going to add that to the stack. And since each of my symbols is worth $5 on my tracker, that means with $50, I get to mark in 10 symbols. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this will be my last one that I need to color in. All right, so I do have a little bit of catch up to play because I'm on my 3rd week. So ideally in this point of the month, I like to be a little bit further on my monthly challenge. So next week I'm gonna have to try to play catch up. So hopefully that means I can have some no spend days this week. So I have some extra variable funds left to be able to contribute and catch up on the challenge. If you don't hit your monthly goal, it's not a huge deal, but I like to try to stick to it as much as I can. So that is the 12-month savings challenge. So that's it for my 3rd paycheck in May. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop a comment below and I'll do my best to answer them. If these videos are helpful for you, I do cash stuff every week, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button and it'll notify you when I post a new video. As always, I wish you a simple budget, calm mind, and a happy life. Thanks so much for watching.